Hello, good morning. Oh, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. Hello, Flutter Wishes, Shadow. Oh my gosh, and then everybody exploded into the chat. Let me open this up a bit so I can go back to the start. Alright, Flutter Wishes, Shadow Swan, Laura Parnham, Terror Sonic, Darth Sonic, Mary, that one vlogger Alexis, Celeste Rosario, Plushy Child, Jalen Glover, Miss Teddy Bear, Sky the Pony, Jason K, Rio Kun, good morning, Shadow Swan and Darth Sonic again, hello. And hello, Sunset Raven and Michael Bermudez, Poke Geek, Jellykin, Nuxuge, Fangirl, Scott Conlon asking, hi KN, how are you today? Good, but really, really sleepy. I cannot stay up super late at night like I used to be able to. Michael Bermudez says morning, and so I say good morning back to everybody. And Nicole Sholog is here. Sunset Raven said, hello, I almost forgot it was Friday. I almost forgot it was Friday too. Jacob Lee Hopkins and Purple Power 123 lol. Cypher Gaming, Juan Bogard, Dark Moon Luigi, Vanessa Becerra, FNAF Freck. I'll do like 5 more, I think. And I think I said hello to Jellykin, so that doesn't count. Isaiah Chapman, Alia Blazy, Michael Kabangbang, Orange Gamer 96, and Enrica Inigo and Cosmic Aurora. Good morning, everybody. There was a whole lot of you guys in here. Well, I mean, I think I always feel like there is. And that's okay, Terror Sonic, who says they have to go because they're busy. That's fine. Even though there's like, it's just 57, and that's not that many, but, you know, like 57 people in one chat room area, that is like a lot. Or it feels like a lot. Okay, woo, alright, let's go ahead and set this up. Okay, guys, today I'm going to be working on coloring Dr. Eggman. He is so hard to draw, oh my gosh. And here I am usually saying I'm better at / find it easier to draw human characters as opposed to the Sonic characters. But not Eggman, man. He doesn't look like the kind of characters that I draw, so this was really hard to draw. Oh my gosh. And there's 62 of you guys now. Sunset Raven asked, you're by yourself today, Sonic Song? Yes, I appear to be. For one thing, you know, everybody's got work on Fridays, and today, we were lucky we had, Vinny, who plays, Shadow the last couple of weeks, because just for some reason, he had a compatible schedule. But I supremely sleep-deprived everybody last night, Platty, and, Vinny, and my sister Ames, because we were recording for the Valentine's Day episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes, but because of everyone's scheduling situations, we had to, like, start at about 9 or 10, and we were in recording until, like, past midnight. Oh gosh. So we are all so tired, and so I wouldn't be surprised if nobody could wake up early for the stream. Oh my goodness. But, yes, today is Eggman Day! I need to get a reference image of him out because I don't have anything to color him with. Let's see, I'm gonna go to his classic icon first. I still have like all the old icons if you guys want to see them. I will go into extra large mode here. And that's alright, so see all the faces here. These are all the old ones you guys remember. Like there's Charmy and Cream's old art. There's Dr. Eggman. And boy, the way I drew him certainly changed too. Let's use Eggman talking. Here we go. Like, look at that. I tried to actually draw him like he's supposed to be drawn. I don't know what was going on here. I didn't know how to draw him. Nicole Sholog said, Valentine's is my birthday. Well, that's a cute birthday to have. Mine is July 1st. So it's not on a holiday or anything, but people will sometimes be putting off fireworks early, so I'm like, yeah, look, birthday fireworks. Oh boy. One moment, guys. My other work is calling me, or they're at least asking some questions. So let me, like, I gotta answer. So, see, that's what happens when you have like multiple jobs. Like it's all going on at the same time here. Okay, I need that and this. And now I can make it kind of bigger. And sorry guys, you might need to talk amongst yourselves for a moment because I need to pause for just a second. I'm making a pause screen for myself just so you know what I'm doing. Okay, but not in there. Whoa, too thick. Paused. There we go. Now I need to answer my boss. It's a text message though, so hang on, sorry. Of course I had to get a call like this right at the start of the stream, huh? I'm sorry. I was literally in for like 5 minutes and then important boss questions came in. Let's see. It's office work. Yay! Oh boy. Just download it. Okay, so boss is going to respond again on that. Sorry about that. I have like 3 jobs. So there's always something kind of going on. It's unusual that like people need me to do stuff at like 10, so I mean, I guess it's not like overly early, but we're gonna go ahead and get started because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a continuing conversation and I want to get some Eggman done. Alright, so first I did a bunch of block coloring on this just so I could see where all the lines were because he's kind of a complex like thing here. Okay, I'm gonna start with the face. So let's see, gray block on the. You see why? Oh my gosh! Am I getting a? No. Okay. Hang on. This one's, I think, a good one though. So I just need a second. Not enough FaceTime audio. What do I do? I'm so confused. Hello? Oh my gosh. Speaker?
Yes, you could put this on speaker.
Hello. Okay, well it looks like Platty's awake, so she can help us out on the stream today.
Yay! Hello, stream.
It's let's see. I'm like a little confused because my boss is talking to me on the phone also.
Oh, is
but
he?
But through text, so I think it's okay, just that I have to pull you aside sometimes. So I can
okay.
answer the text messages. But okay, there we go. Is this before you're heading to work today, Platty?
Yet again, it is.
Hooray!
But, I work at 11:30, so nothing really to worry about.
Okay, there's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And just so I know, are you looking at the chat or are you
I
getting
am.
ready
I'm
for
seeing
work?
everybody saying hello.
Okay,
Hi, everybody.
good. That's always helpful when I've got someone in the stream who can see what else is happening, because it gets confusing. That would have been helpful while I was stuck on pause for like 5 minutes because my boss was contacting me. I'm like, oh no, but sir, I'm in the middle of a live stream. I can't check the office files right now. Like that would be real awkward. Dunkin'
So I
Donut
guess
Master
we're coloring
09
Eggman now, huh?
was saying your videos make me think of YouTube in 2011. Yeah, we were like 2008 until 2014. No, 2013 I would say. 2014 we did do a couple of things, but we were slowing down, but that was our heyday. And yes, we are coloring the Eggman today, Platy.
Oh!
Such egg.
So very egg.
This is gonna be scary, but I need to turn his mustache off.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. This is horrifying. Nobody needed or wanted or asked to see that. Eggman without a mustache is super awkward.
I mean, didn't they confirm? Well, it's not confirmed, but like didn't Omocho at one point say that Eggman's mustache is a fake in like in an unreleased voice clip in the song for Sonic Adventure 2?
Gosh, I don't know. I need like a different picture of Eggman, or I'm gonna have to like make some things up.
Ian Gamer 46 asks, "Hey, SonicSong182 and Platinum Speed, do you like eating eggs for breakfast?" I do like eating eggs for breakfast.
I enjoy myself some good eggs for breakfast.
Not bad eggs.
Yeah, bad eggs are really how do you like your eggs cooked, Platy?
It all depends. If I'm eating them with the rest of my breakfast, I usually will have them scrambled. If I'm eating my eggs on toast, I will eat it sunny side up. But if I'm eating my eggs inside of a burger, I'll have it over easy.
Aha. You know, I just realized that my egg terminology is not that great. What's the kind that has the runny yolk?
That is sunny side up. Over easy is basically sunny side up, but like
but not runny.
But it's upside down. So like so that way you have like a thin layer of egg white over the yolk.
Oh, I see. I like the kind with the runny yolk. That's my kind of eggs, but I also eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs because they are a quick and easy and healthy snack.
Indeed. High in protein. My voice is a little raw from last night. Did you inform everybody of what happened?
For everybody who was there at the beginning before I had to pause on streaming for a moment, I did say that I am very sleepy today because we were doing the recording for the Valentine's episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes last night until literally midnight. Various technical difficulties made the time stretch out, and also everybody, had work, so we had to wait till everybody was home, and so we started late, and man, we ended really late. I was so tired.
It was exciting, though, to say the least. It was such a fun episode. I think this is yet again another one of my favorites.
I'm kind of scared, actually, of the outcome.
I don't see how you're scared. It's hilarious.
It was scary. It's like, welcome to the Valentine's Day Special. Here, let's be scarred for life.
I think the audience will love it. I think they'll think it's hilarious.
Well, not to say that it wasn't really funny, but it's not what you would expect from a Valentine's Day Special, I don't think.
Well, from these boys, I think so. From Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, I think so.
Boomtails was asking when's the next episode coming out, and if all goes according to plan, it should be premiering like part 1 on Valentine's Day, and the other 2 parts are gonna come sometime after it, but like it won't be that long before the next parts. Like they'll all be in February, but the first one of them should be out on February 14th, so it's still a while. I'm gonna need a lot of time to edit it. It was a difficult episode. Bunny Wunny Sweetie Weetie's like, the mustache? With lots of question marks and an XD face. Sorry, I had to turn the mustache off of Eggman so I could see what I was doing.
It's wonderful.
I forgot to get, like, a game reference of how Eggman's colored, and I'm always afraid to go on, like, Google Images when I'm live streaming.
Well, I mean, what do you need a reference for?
Well, I have my old one, but I'm pretty sure his nose wasn't colored exactly like that. I think I kind of I took some liberties with the coloring back in the day, and I'm like, whoop, there's...
Well, his nose is pink.
Yeah, it is a pink nose. I don't think anybody wants to sit there and stare at Eggman without a mustache for, like, basically any longer than we already have. So here's his mustache, and also that was another text from my boss. I'm just gonna toss out a quick yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I should really be eating breakfast. Remember, kids, always be eating your breakfast.
This time I I'm sorry. I hurried to eat my breakfast before the live stream started. I'm going to eat
my breakfast right now.
I do still have my coffee, but I hurried to eat all the cereal so that I wouldn't be, like, sitting in the live stream starving to death. The shapeshifter asked if Vinny was here. Unfortunately, no, he's not. He, has work today. And I'm pretty sure we, like, massively sleep-deprived him, too.
That poor boy.
Yeah, we were all up very late, and everybody has work, so... Oops.
But at least fun things happened.
Yes, it was really funny. The part one made me laugh so hard, I was in pain by the end of it. Like, it literally hurt. I was laughing so hard. It was very, there were shenanigans.
True that.
Oh my gosh.
Shenanigans of the highest degree.
Again, Racing 666, episode 15 is going to be the Valentine's Day episode, and that's for, it should come out February 14th, but I'm only just starting the editing, and things have gotten, pretty crazy in terms of work now, which, is a little concerning to me, but, there we go.
I'm searching through,
Okay,
here's a question. Purple Power 123 LOL asks, SonicSong182, do you know why Knuckles got muscles in Sonic Boom? I'm not sure how.
He lifts? I guess he lifts?
I would, like, as far as I've heard from, like, the actual people who designed the characters, they gave each character a little bit more exaggerated designs, so that way, you could tell from them at a glance what their, what their abilities are. Like, maybe Sonic more lanky and more athletic looking to make him, like, more of the flighty type. Tails has his tool belt, he's the inventor, and Knuckles is beefier, so that way you can see that Knuckles is the strongman. It's so that way you can see from their silhouette how they're supposed to be and, like, who they're supposed to be, so that way it appeals to... or not appeals, but it's easier for younger kids to identify the character archetypes.
Although, to be fair, the Sonic characters have been popular with young kids since the 90s, and none of us had any problem going like, oh geez, Knuckles is the strong guy, when he would, like, bust a wall open with nothing but his fist, and he's just this slim fit guy. But I can see how, in cartoon designs, that is a very common thing to do. You want to have very, you know, some cartoons may choose to have very notable silhouettes, so you can just tell things at a glance, like you were saying, but, I didn't struggle or get confused about why Knuckles could punch through a wall. You could see that he could do it. So I'm like, alright.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed.
Michael Bang Bang asks, Platy, can you say snooping as usual and the epic no? Snooping as usual, I say. It's so good. Or, I'm guessing the epic no is like when Kyle posted a video of him just saying no as Eggman. I don't know if I can reach that high of a note right now, I just woke up. No! Or maybe like from Adventures of where he's like, no! I don't know. But...
Nose!
Nose!
That's the part I was coloring and it just made it weird. Just gonna color over this gray block. How about that? Oh, that doesn't seem like it was a good idea at all. That wasn't even the right layer.
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry,
I don't
Eggman.
understand your reasoning.
I'm sorry, Eggman. Chill your eggs. I didn't want to do that either.
They're constantly chilled. They're in my refrigerator.
Oh, well, good. Okay.
And to answer a commonly asked question in the stream from several different people, SonicSong182 has yet to play Undertale, but that will change soon once she gets a Steam account.
Provided I have time. A
You will have time.
friend
It's an
finally got me a 3DS, so I did get Pokemon Sun,
Give me
and
your
I got
friend
like,
code now.
I got like, yeah, we're gonna have to exchange friend codes, but I got 10 minutes in, and then I got too busy, so I haven't played it since the first day I got it, and like, I want to, but I'm too busy to play my new game, and I'm like, but I only got 10 minutes in.
What kind of 3DS did you get?
It's
Was it
one
the new
that
3DS or
I
was
don't
it a
know.
basic?
It's one that folds
Okay, that's
because
good.
that
What color is it?
non-folding one looks horrible.
Oh yeah, it's like a piece of toast.
Yes, it's just this giant block, and I'm sure there's advantages to it, but really quick, Waffle Toast 215 asked, "What starter did you pick?" Well, I wanted to pick the Rowlet, but because I love owls, they're one of my favorite animals that I didn't mention in the stream with Vinny. I didn't think of it at the time, but I really love owls, but all of my friends have Rowlet already, and so I'm like, well, I need to do something different, and so, I picked Poplio because she's cute, and I did do some soft resetting until I had a girl Poplio.
Same. I was the exact same way. I was like, I need a female Poplio.
I'm like, she's
So
so
that I could get a-
pretty!
I mean, who knows? She could be. I mean,
You know, she could be anything she wants, but like...
Yeah, exactly. Like
because like
there's
Sylveon is a
nothing
pretty
wrong.
like, you know, fluffy pink ribbon, like ribbony looking Pokemon, but I think of Sylveon as a boy. So
I
like,
always thought Sylveon was a very androgynous character. Actually, I just thought like they do as they do, but like there could be boy Primarinas. I mean, Primarina was technically kind of based off of drag queens a little bit in design.
because you know, I just wanted like a lady one because usually, you know, I
they're
always
pretty.
thought it was kind of like I wish they did like 50-50 on male or female starters. I don't know why they have to like
Starters
skew
has
it
always
to.
been what is it 75?
Yeah, it's always been
75-25.
like that, and it's like, I like having, like, lady grass starters. I mean, I guess I think of Bulbasaur as being, like, a boy one, maybe. Like, it doesn't have to be. It wears a giant flower on its back.
It's all dependent on
But,
what
like,
you prefer.
Chikorita, I like that one as being, like, as a girl one. So it just
Same.
depends.
You didn't answer what color it was.
What?
What color is your 3DS?
Oh, it's purple with a galaxy, coloring on it.
You got a new 3DS. Okay, good. Good.
Oh, yeah?
Good, because, okay, I know this is the stupidest marketing ever, but it's called the new Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
It is literally, that's the name of the system that you have. It is not the Nintendo 3DS. It is the new Nintendo 3DS.
Oh,
yours,
lucky me.
Yours can read amiibos. It has the ZR and ZL buttons on the shoulders, and it has a better processor, so you can play more games than a standard 3DS user.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, just like me. Mine has a Sonic design on it. It's like the Sonic Team logo, and it's like a little black charcoal. So friend code exchange must commence soon. But what's it called? We actually got a really good
Okay, guys.
we got a really
I'm
good question
going
earlier.
in.
Oh no.
I need a picture of Eggman. This is driving me crazy because I'm not coloring him right. Everyone cover your eyes.
Wonderful pictures of
Cover
me.
your eyes.
I will send you the best pictures of me. This is one from my Christmas party.
I just need like a normal picture of Eggman, but Google Images scares me. You can have the safe search like totally on, and oh my gosh, I safe search Google image looked for Blaze, not on the live stream. I knew better, and like the whole like first 2 rows were definitely not appropriate pictures of Blaze. I was like, what is this? The safe search is on.
Well, be careful because some of my Christmas party pictures might show up.
Eggman, no. Okay.
I have to say, you're pretty dank!
Oh my gosh, Eggman, no. Well, if it helps, we got through that completely unscathed, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, I think his mustache is darker than the one that I used to use, just that I got like a more lighter brown one.
Gamer Princess 13 asks, hey, I'm able to catch a live stream for once. Anyway, not counting the upcoming episode you're editing, which episode made you laugh the most while editing, KN?
You know, it's hard to say because the part where I'm laughing a lot is during the recording process when we're all together and we're, you know, just improvising and having a good time. When I'm editing, I'm kind of serious business, like, I'm really focused on what I'm doing, and sometimes when I sit back and I listen to a part I just finished, you know, of course it'll make me laugh again, but, like, I don't really have a memory of editing in those terms. The thing I remember about while I'm editing on, like, every episode is, like, long hours, sitting very focused, and, like, pretty quiet and doing my thing, unless I'm editing too late at night. Then I'll be like, oh, I messed that up, and then I'll start, like, laughing like a fool because I'm, like, sleep deprived. But, you know, if it helps at all, last night when we were doing the recording for Ask the Sonic Heroes, for those of you who weren't here when I said this before, it was funny. Like, the first part, part one, the end of that one, I was laughing so hard I was going to die. And then, like...
We had actually take a break afterwards.
Yeah,
just so that way that KN can continue.
Yeah, like, between parts, we had to stop a little bit and, like, mellow out, because I laughed so hard that it hurt. Like, I was sore. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was horrifying in every way. Like, the episode in general. It's not exactly what you'd expect from a Valentine's Day episode by the time it ends.
But it's wonderful because of it.
Well, it distinguishes itself, I guess.
And that's what makes it special.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Ghost Girl 3000. Do you guys ever get really totally stumped on a question while recording? Do you skip it or something?
We've never skipped a question because we couldn't think of how to answer it. Like, there were a number of times in the questions from last night where, like, whoever was answering would be like, this is a hard question, and they would do that for, like, a minute, and then eventually whoever's question it was, they would, like, figure out how to answer. The reason it sounds like we know, like, what to say all the time is because of the editing. Because, like, we might have somebody in character sitting there trying to figure out what to say for, like, a full minute, like, you know, there's this, maybe that, so they'll, like, you know, work their way through it, but then in the editing, because the episodes can't be, like, an hour long each, I, like, have to, you know, I edit it down so that they get to the point a little faster than it actually took while recording, so we've never really been stumped to where we skipped a question.
I would feel horrible if that were the case. I don't think I would ever want to skip a question because that person was lucky enough to get their question picked.
Yeah, and also it does as well have something to do with the way the questions are collected, because I do review everything that we collected for the episode. Like, I have a staff that does it, like, for me now, but I add more myself, like, after I look through the comment box too, and add more to what the staff got me. And I do review everything, and I wouldn't keep something in there that I didn't think the group could answer. So sometimes it's a little bit tough to ask questions about, have you seen such and such show? Like, because if none of us know what that show is, then I wouldn't, you know, then we can't really ask the question, because we try not to end up with a question where it's like, did you see this? Sorry, no. And then that's, like, the only answer we can give, because that's no fun.
It's actually kind of similar to how, what's it called? How the most common question I often see in the comment section is, for Sonic, it'd be like, who would win in between you and a fight with Goku? And I couldn't answer that because I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. And so, like, I would have very limited knowledge and wouldn't be able to give a proper answer. And those are things, like, that can usually before an episode, if there is a question that involves, like, some sort of other series, she'll ask the cast and say, like, hey, do y'all know anything about that? And, you know, if there's a good enough answer, the question will stay, but if there's not enough, or if we don't know too much about it, we might have to drop it, unfortunately, because there's not a whole lot of improv material that can work with something that you know very little about.
Yeah, which is part of why we don't really, like, go much onto the subject of fan characters, because it's really hard to, you know, improv it, stuff about, you know, characters we don't know ourselves and haven't had years of experience with. Although, to be fair, the question about Goku and Sonic, I wouldn't necessarily nix that question because I've seen some Dragon Ball Z as a group. Like, the other characters, like, if everyone as a group, if somebody knows a little more about the subject, then that character can then help Sonic, like, with what Goku's strengths were. Like, that, for example, is a way that we could handle it. Although it has been... on plenty of occasions, I've, like, texted Platty, like, hey, do you even know what this is? Because I don't. Because if I, as the director, don't know what it is, then
You asked me about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was like, what, really?
Yeah, I'm like, I know what
This is what we're doing?
but... there were just, people ask questions about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, okay, but I don't know what it is. Like,
It's
with
a
Dragon
horror
Ball Z,
game.
I know more about it, kind of, so I could sort of help. But like Five Nights, I'd be like, well, I heard a creepypasta about it once. Like, that is the extent of my knowledge.
Boomtails asks, do you guys have a favorite anime? Do you, Can? Really?
It's kind of hard
I
because
haven't heard that one before.
I like anime, but I don't really follow any series. Especially not in recent years. So my, like, general answer would, I think, need to be Clanad, because...
Clanad, that's a sad one.
Yeah, it was sad. I cried like a baby. And I usually don't cry when I watch things. You know, I might get, like, misty-eyed about it or something, but, like, that one just had me bawling. I'm like, no!
Oh.
It's, like, it... Some of the characters' situations I could identify with to a certain degree, and I thought everybody in it was very likable, but that's like the only anime I ever watched, I think, where I had to binge watch it. Like, I couldn't stop, like, I had to keep watching a lot of it, like, as much as I can each day, so I got through the series pretty fast, but, like, I really, really liked it, and it kept, like, there were plenty of parts that I'm like, no, you can't do that, don't go there, no!
Why would you do that?
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Just like, why? You can't do that! That's too sad.
Oh, no.
So I guess I'd have to say that one was my favorite, because it's the one that, like, out of anything that I ever saw for an anime, that's the one that emotionally affected me the most, and I loved the characters, and I had such a good time with it. Yeah.
And in terms of my favorite anime, my go-to is always, it always and still will be Hitalia. It's an anime where every single country is personified as a person. I only say Hitalia because it was the one that I connected with the most. Also because it was the first time I had ever seen a representation of the country of Spain in an anime ever. And I'm very prideful of my mom's people. And I cosplayed as Spain for years, back when my hair was shorter, and it was so much fun, because it was just so wacky, and every episode was 5 minutes, so it was just nice for people with short attention spans like me. And aside from that, I'm really digging Yuri on Ice.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one. A friend of mine.
It's really cute.
A friend of mine watched it, and I really like ice skating, and so it sounds like something I would enjoy.
It's really cute. I can't even spoil it. It's just, it's
no,
so
no
cute.
spoils. No spoils.
That I also really, I don't know what it was, but I really got into Lucky Star and Yudu Yuri. Lucky Star, everybody's heard about that one. It's like the
Yeah,
story
I've at
of high
least
school
heard
girls.
of that one, but I never watched it. It was just like really popular around the time I first joined YouTube. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
A
Oh
little
yeah, that and like the
oversaturated.
melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, those two were like huge when I first joined YouTube.
I still
and then
remember
something
that.
called like, well, the English name is Mermaid Melody, but like, I don't remember what the Japanese name was, like the actual show name. Like it was those three things.
Melody.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was just literally Mermaid Melody, but like with the Japanese pronunciation of it. But it was like, those three shows, and like YouTube was just massively oversaturated with them when I first joined. I'm like, what is this?
Lucky Star, given credit, Lucky Star has no plot, but Haruhi Suzumiya, from like outside looking in, it looks like it's nothing, and then all of a sudden it just nosedives into like all this sort of things that you never expected. It's kind of crazy. Aside from that, Yuru Yuri, Yuri on Ice, I like a lot of shows about just cute girls doing cute things. And a lot of shows about cute romance. That's really it. And Hitalia.
I'm a dork, and like half of most of the manga that I read was cute, fluffy romance things.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, oh yeah, how cute.
There's this really cute one in Hitalia of Valentines Day Special,
Oh
where
my.
where Germany, him and Italy, they like he's confused about how Italy acts, and then he reads a book in the in the library on how to like romance somebody, and so he starts romancing Italy in the cutest way, and he ends up proposing to him.
Oh my gosh.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
And he's all blushy because he's normally like this big, like, I'm Germany, I am the no-nonsense German man. And he's very serious, but then he gets all blushy about it. It's just so
Oh my
cute.
gosh. You know, I don't think anybody's ever asked me that before. Purple Power 123 Wall asked, do you have any pets? I don't think it's ever come up before. Yes, I do. I have a ragdoll cat. His name is Bailey. He's huge. Like, compared to... I'm used to how big he is, but whenever, like, my friends who have cats will come over, they'll, like, look at him, he's like,
he's huge!
He's so huge! He's a gigantic, fluffy fur ball, and if you guys don't know what a ragdoll cat looks like, it's like this big, white, like, long-haired cat with... Well, mine's got gray. He's a gray point one. Unfortunately, he doesn't like to, like, lay on you or sit in your lap, which is kind of weird for a cat, because I never had a cat that didn't like to snuggle like that. Unfortunate, but he is a very sociable cat. Like, he likes to be around you, he just doesn't like to be picked up or, like, anything. He likes to be pet, but not, like, hugged. Like, no! Well, we've had him, like, since he was a
kitties
kitten,
are okay
so...
with certain things. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah, I think I also, like, whenever I've, like, adopted a cat, it was as an adult cat, where, you know, their, adult personalities were already, you know, figured out, so they knew what they liked, and so, but I got him as, like, as a kitten, so, he just kind of developed that way. I'm like, this is super strange that I can't snuggle you, but, well, he will, like, sit on your desk and visit with you for, like, you know, for the whole time. It's not like he doesn't like people. He's just not a snuggler. And Platy, I know you have a dog.
Her name is Cookie, and she loves making friends. Her favorite thing is making friends. She is the cutest dog. She's actually named Cookie because in Spain, if you want to say that something is cute, you would say "Ay, que cookie." So she was literally. I'm actually kind of proud that I was the one who got to name her. And that was before I even owned her. I was just like, hey, she's really cute. We should name her Cookie. And everyone was like, that's really cute. And she's our little curly fluff ball who loves everyone. She's the kind of dog that is the best for introducing people to dogs. Because she's so happy and so friendly, and she gets along with anyone. She gets along with all animals. She's just wonderful. I love her.
And she's not all that big. I like dogs, but I'm actually also a little bit scared of them.
No, she would be the perfect person. Because my fiance, her mom, she's afraid of dogs, and she came over to our place, and she really, really took a liking to Cookie. So it's one of those things where it's like, she's ideal for people who have trust issues with dogs.
Nice, nice.
She's a good doggy.
Real quick, My Little Sonic fan asked with a very sad face, "Are you eating right now, Sonic Song?" Don't worry, I ate before the stream started, so I have been properly fed.
I, on the other hand, still have to eat my toast. And brew my tea.
Yes, Platty dear, you need to eat your toast.
My breakfast tea.
Wait, what am I even doing here? Goggles? Goggle gray?
Also, Also, my fiance asked me a very important question that I've never bothered to ask. Why in the world is Eggman wearing goggles when he wears glasses?
I have no idea. I think he just likes to look cool.
I always thought it was like a blast, like one of those blast shield masks that like welders will use, or like it magnifies certain things. I don't know. I wish they would use it more in like the games and such, so that way, you know, like he would have his glasses to see, but then he would use the goggles to like have like some sort of like a scouter or something like that, you know?
Well, if it makes any difference, which I'm pretty sure it totally does not, but I like when I wear 3D glasses at movies, I just wear them over my regular glasses, and it's not comfortable per se, but I need to see. So who knows?
I guess that does make sense.
Maybe he just pulls those goggles on over his like specs, because his spectacle things are pretty thin. But I don't know.
That is true. That is true. Oh, hey, SonicSong182. Is there any other video game franchises that you like besides Sonic?
Let's see. I like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy a lot. Who's that from?
This is from Luis Alberto Sotoable.
Oh, also I should not be doing that on this layer because I might get stuck that way.
Layers.
Let's see. I like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. Those are good. I do enjoy Mario games. They're fun and you're usually not too hard for a video game like beginner like me. I'm not a very good gamer, and like I like Pokemon. That's basically all I play, because you know I just play like a little bit and then move on.
Have you tried Zelda yet?
No, I've never played a Zelda game.
I think now that you have a 3DS, you should try picking up Ocarina of Time 3D. It was, like I said, it's one of those games that everybody has played at some point in their life. It's like one of those quintessential video game hallmarks.
I see.
Yeah.
See.
Everyone's talking to me in the chat in Spanish because I pronounced his name correct. Wait, is this well, how do you pronounce that name then? Is it Sotoable or is it Sotoable? I don't know.
Oh, well, you know, YouTube, when it's suggesting like a name for you, it puts able on the end of everything. Like, it's a common thing that YouTube suggests, so
That's weird.
So it's, unless it's like actually like a name you recognize, it might just be able, because it'll suggest names like 1, 2, 3able. It's it's like that.
Oh, so his name is Luis Alberto Soto. That makes more sense. Because I was like, I've never heard the name Sotoable. That is very interesting. Oh yes, people are suggesting for you to get Smash Brothers for 3DS.
I'm not good at fighting games, I'd get my butt kicked.
That's the idea. You practice with the 3DS version, so that way you'll be able to show off your skills on the Wii U or any other version you play.
I think I prefer like co-op.
Cloud's in it.
That doesn't sound fighting games unless they, I don't know, like with very few exceptions. Yeah, I'm more of a Squall kind of girl. Clouds.
I'm sorry, did you mean Leon?
Oh, he's Leon in I don't know why he changed his name.
It's because he's all like, my world, it got destroyed. I don't want to have the name of a man who destroyed a world. My world, I will change my name. I will use the first half of my last name.
That's not too unusual for Squall. He was definitely like emo and like had random like emotional outbursts in his own game for some reason.
He is more edge than Cloud. It is ridiculous.
Like,
unnecessarily edgy. Like, the world around him is so, like, happy and peppy, and then he's just like, everything is terrible.
well, I forgive him. I have a great nostalgic affection for the character of Squall Leonhardt.
Oh.
It's just, I remember this specific scene in, like, earlier on in the game. They're, like, talking about a friend they just lost, who's, like, not dead or anything, but the friend did something really, like, rotten to them, and then, like, left, and they kind of assume he's probably not gonna come back, and Squall's like, everyone's like, he was such a good guy, and then Squall's like, no! If something happens to me, I don't want to be talked about like I lived in the past, and he, like, runs out, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? He clearly has problems.
Let's see. What's another question that we got? Hey, SonicSong182 and Platinum Speed, what's your favorite Sonic show?
I have the biggest nostalgia attachment to, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, even though, like, Sonic Sat AM was a superior show.
I would have to say the same thing. I would have said Sonic X if Chris Thorndike wasn't in it.
Chris Thorndike ruined everything.
He did. That jerk. Waffle Toast 215 says, is Spanish your first or second language?
I'm sorry.
Platy. Spanish is my first language. English is my second language.
Also, really quick, a friend of mine, Lore101, popped into the chat really quick. Lore!
Hello!
She just said, hello, Can. Just wanted to pop in and say a random hello. Can't stay too long, but wanted to give you a shout out for being the best ever and only narrator of my Sonic audio series. Thank you, Lore! Lore101 is, one of the directors I worked with for, like, a really long time. Like, I was a narrator for her, Letting Go of Hope Sonic series for years. Years! And then she did a sequel series, which was Unleashing Hope, and I was the narrator there again. But I also played, Tails and Chris throughout the full length of both series. So, if you guys haven't, listened to that story at Lore101's channel, she...
Take a listen.
Take a listen. It was a really good project. It had some, like, great drama in there, and, well, you guys already listened to me talk for, like, 2 hours during live streams, so that's a lot of what that story is. It's me narrating, so it's more of a KN talking. But my narration voice sounds a little bit more like this, rather than this jokey-talky voice that I typically speak with.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Eduardo Martin asked, will you add lip sync to future animations? You know, I can do lip sync and all, but it would take much longer to make episodes if I was doing lip sync. Like, that's another, like, couple of days of work.
Yeah, she has to be able to, crunch out episodes as well as make it, as well as make it look good. So the changes in expression kind of do well on their own, I always felt.
Yeah, like, I could, if I didn't have, like, a job, and I could just, like, focus on Sonic Song stuff, I could do expanded things like that, maybe, but, like, the idea is to keep things as simple as I can while still looking good, so, like, for timing purposes, because if anything if it starts taking too long, whatever process I'm using, then, like, it'll be forever before I get anything out, but, I would like to someday, but, I have to have, like, multiple jobs.
Sacred Shadow asks, when did you two get into the Sonic franchise?
1990s, woohoo!
Woohoo! Same.
It was like when Sonic 2 came out. Like, I liked Sonic 1, except I couldn't get past the second, like, I couldn't beat, like, Marble Zone. I forget what it's called.
No, that was it.
Marble Zone? Yeah. Like, it was literally the second level, and I couldn't beat it. So I didn't get into Sonic until, like, really into it up until, until Sonic 2 came out, because then, one, I could play with my brother, who was he was better at games than me. So, like, we could actually progress through the story, even though he'd, like, leave me behind all the time. And, it was easy enough for me to learn how to play, like, as opposed to, like, even now, Sonic 1 it's difficult.
I think I nosedived directly into the franchise. I think it was... I was really young. Like, my earliest memory of Sonic was I was, like, 1 year old, and I was riding, like, a tricycle inside somebody's house, and then I stopped in front of their television. They were playing Sonic 2 on the Genesis, and I was really, like, just enthralled by it, and I wouldn't leave the screen. For the entire time that my mom was visiting that person, I just would not stop watching them play Sonic 2. And then, I think, after that, I was about 3 years old, so that was 1995, and one of my younger cousins had gotten a Sega Genesis, and I had gotten to playing Sonic 3 for the first time, and I was just, I was floored, just how much fun it was. So I had a lot of, as of 1995, I've been a Sonic fan. Let's see. Jason K asks, thoughts on Sonic 06?
You can answer first. My boss messaged me again.
Well, Sonic 06, I appreciate it for what it was trying to do. Its execution was poor, but it tried. It's one of those guilty pleasure things for me. I like playing Sonic 06 just because I have fond memories of certain parts of the game. Other parts I could wish that they could go and drown, but I'm pretty happy with certain parts of the game. Running through Wave Ocean has actually always been one of my favorite parts because it's actually one of the only well-designed stages. And if you know what you're doing, the high-speed stages actually can work. But aside from that, it's a bad game, but I kind of like it. It's objectively bad, but it's enjoyable to me.
I only ever had to see, like, my sister playing it. I didn't play the game myself because I'm not good at playing any of Sonic's 3D games. They're hard for me. Like, 2D side-scrolling platformer, like, back in the 90s, alright. But, like, all this 3D space business and moving quickly, I'm not good at playing in that way. So I didn't exactly suffer the same way other people did in terms of glitches and things. I just watched, but, like, even then, like, while Ames was playing, we didn't run into, like, all the... some parts were like, hey, that was cheap, and so, it's not like we didn't experience anything at all, but, it was just, like, it was a good time. Like, she was having fun playing the game, and I was having fun watching, and, we didn't really run into the same problems, and so I was always kind of confused. Like, we didn't play it until years after, Sonic 06, like, premiered and everything. Like, it was a while later. Like, it was already, like, sometime past, like, Secret Rings before we got that game. And so I think we missed out on, like, the build-up and the hype to where people were just kind of, like, shocked that it was revealed to be, like, this unfinished, like, glitchy game. And so I think we went into it knowing that, so we didn't have, like, those high expectations. And so I just all around enjoyed it, and I was like, wow, people hate this game that much? It's fun, and, it's cute. I wasn't, like, horrendously bothered by, like, the characters that were in there, and I loved Silver, and, like, I was glad Blaze was in there because I had played Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure already. Like, I just thought it was a good time. But, like, a lot of people, like, really hated it because of the way it was, like, it was messed up when it was released, so... No, I don't know, I liked it a lot. But I suppose, perhaps, if I played it myself, I'd be like, I would probably struggle with that.
Aldrius Borowskis is asking, Ken, how old are you?
Me?
Yes.
It's a secret. But I think if you look on my Twitter, you can find you can figure out what my age is, because I think it says, like, what my birth year was. How old are you, Flatty?
I am 24 as of last Christmas.
Oh, I thought you were a year older.
No, I'm 24. My 25th birthday, I'm gonna do something huge, but I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet.
I must have gotten confused with all the Sonic's 25th anniversary business going on. I'm like, oh, Friday's birthday.
Let's see. Vanessa Becerra is asking, SonicSong182 in Platinum Speed, do you guys play any Nintendo games? If so, what kind? I like playing Animal Crossing and Tomodachi Life. Sorry for the spam. No, you're fine. I play a lot of Nintendo games. Nintendo is kind of... If I'm not playing a Sega console, I'm more likely than not playing a Nintendo console in some way. Either my 3DS, my Wii, my N64, or my Wii U. I'm playing Nintendo games. However, it varies because I have such a large collection of just games upon games. I recently just played Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, just on a whim, but I've been playing Splatoon a lot lately. Currently in the process of getting every single trophy in Smash Bros. Wii U. I played Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube not too long ago, and Simpsons Hit and Run for the GameCube. And I also am trudging through, not trudging through, but I'm jauntily skipping through Kirby's Return to Dreamland. And all of them are fun so far.
Is Pokemon a Nintendo game?
It is. It is on a Nintendo console.
I picked that one. To be fair, that's the only game I am playing. I haven't really played anything except for Pokemon in years, and, like, when you just say it that way, it might sound like, you know, like I'm weirdly obsessed with Pokemon, but not really. I don't play much in general, but I've got a friend, like, one of my friends, like, we both really like Pokemon, so what we would do is, you know, we, like, hang out one day a week, like, at a coffee shop, and so most of the time, like, when we do that, we'll just be playing, like, some Pokemon on our DSs and, like, trading, and, like, it's been on, we were playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, though I imagine we might be doing with Sun and Moon now, because that's the first game upgrade that we've gotten. I think we would do both, because we're both very fond of Silver and Gold, but, that's the only game, like, that I've played in years, because I just play, like, a little bit when I see my friend, but otherwise I just don't really have the time to play anything, and I don't have a console or anything. Although the 3DS does open up some interesting, options, because there are some Sonic games I'm sure I can play now that I have a 3DS that I couldn't play before. Oh no. What, do they all suck? I want to play Rise of Lyric.
They're okay. They're okay. I mean, Shattered Crystal and Fire and Ice are...
Like, didn't, like, Generations come out on a 3DS?
Yeah, Generations... Okay, if you don't have the console version of Generations, Generations 3DS is fun. That's all I can really say. I mean, it's a fun little, like... It's a fun little time waster, but I beat it in an hour.
Yeah, interesting.
It has... very bare bone stage. However, there are the super cool Sonic 1 and 2 3D, which is a 3D remake of the first two games from the ground up, and they made it so the game itself is in 3D. It's not like a 3D adventure. It's the same game. It's the same 2D side scroller, but there's like different like layers to the backgrounds and stuff, and like it's really cool.
Oh, well, I'm broke anyway. The last of my you can use this for fun things money went to getting getting Sun and Moon, because, well, my friend got me a 3DS, so I'm like, well, I've gotta have something to play on it, and so it was just like that one thing. And I think it might be a while before I can afford to do anything like that again.
No worries. Also, there are also the Sonic Game Gear games on Virtual Console for 3DS, which are cheap.
Huh. Well, I do have, like, what is this? This is weird. I do have... Why is it like this? Oh my god.
What's up?
Nothing. There's something weird going on with my layers here. But, you know, I think Sun and Moon, like, playing Pokemon Sun's gonna probably be enough for me. Oh. Oh.
That's fair. I really like Sun and Moon. I just like the fact that I can finally have a character that looks like me, because they added a fourth skin tone option.
I know which one you mean, and I actually identify with that skin tone option too. I'm not sure. It's the third one.
Yeah. I was just like really happy that they had one that wasn't like, because in X and Y, you're either Japanese, you're blonde, or you're really, really black. And I am a nice olive tone, which is between being black and somewhat pale. And they added that to Sun and Moon, and I was like, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle like that too. Not as much as you are. Like, I'm a little bit closer to, like, you know, I'm a little lighter than that.
Yeah.
But I identify with that tone too, and I'm like, yay! It's so pretty.
Speaking of tones, and I don't know why that reminded me, but since my fiance and I are thinking about moving down to the Los Angeles area, and we were thinking this would make it easier for us to be able to hang out and stream video games.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people have, like, asked me to on the Sonic Song channel. They really want, you know, a lot of people were asking if I could do, like, like, I guess what Let's Plays, I don't know if it would be exactly like that. Is that the kind where you just, like, play the game and have fun? Because I wouldn't be very good at, like, teaching anyone how to play a game. I suck at games.
No. It's basically, the idea is, it's two friends on a couch, and they're just talking over video games just like they would at any time.
I'd like, I would want to do, like, in character, but unfortunately, there aren't really any games.
Be tough.
Playing
a game in character.
I don't think so much. The trouble would be that none of my Sonic characters, like, pair up, like, in main games. Like, I don't have the characters who are the playable ones.
Could be always cute to see, like the other characters, like, seeing Sonic's past adventures and be like, so, this is what you were doing.
I would be too busy screaming while I sent Tails careening off a cliff by accident, so I don't know if I could do it commentary style. It's like,
Tails, what are you doing?
Take care of Andy for me!
Take care of Andy for me! No!
Yes, exactly.
This is with Toy Story on the stream.
When I was a kid, I used to scream that whenever I was going off of, like, you know, I'd be like at a water park and we're like going off of the edge and I'm like, take care of Andy for me! And we like go off the side. And then Ames would just scream, no!
Scarlet the Inferno Hedgehog asks, Platinum Speed, how does it feel to be a female voice actor for Sonic? I think the word is voice actress. A voice actress for Sonic, because there's not a whole lot of folks like me that do male voices. Well, I mean, there are, but, like, in the kind of degree that I do, like, the more deeper voices, it's kind of nice, actually. It's one of those instances where you feel like there's something special about you and you have the ability to use it, so you utilize it. You know, if I had the ability to do this and I didn't use my voice for voice acting, I would probably be wasting a huge talent. So, I'm very grateful for being a girl and being able to voice Sonic. It's a lot of fun. Oh, hey, Platinum Speed, what is your favorite SonicSong182 video? Sorry for the spam on the last post. It's okay. To answer your previous question, EGGMAAAAN, I never get upset when, it's only, I very rarely will get upset with people if they, like, mistake my, like, and they ask about my gender. It's kind of hard to really tell sometimes, but, I don't really get upset, because it's a common mistake, common miscommunication. But, in terms of my favorite SonicSong182 video, it would actually have to be, The one that I always end up coming back to is the 3-parter of Lucky 7 Ask the Sonic Heroes of Sonic Shadow and Silver. Still to this day, it is one of my favorite ones, and it's my go-to for when I just want to have a good time.
By the way, Andreas Barowskis, I'm sorry. You were, was still looking for how old I am, but I'd rather not share unless somebody, accidentally stumbles on it somewhere. You know, I'm a lady, you don't ask a lady's age.
Yeah, what the hey?
If it helps, I am older than 18 and younger than 30. How's that?
There you go. Are you sure, Kayan, you're not some 60-something-year-old crazy cat lady?
I am definitely a 60-something-year-old crazy cat lady.
I mean, you voice a
Get
cat.
off my lawn!
Did you see my crocheting? Jeffrey, where are the cranberries? I love the cranberries.
By the way, Dunkin' Donut Master 09, it's alright if you missed the live stream. Nobody's gotta, be here. You know, nobody has to be here. If you've got something else that you need to do, then that is A-okay. Then you've gotta, do your thing. And if you were interested in hearing what you had missed, then, all of the streams are, on, they're on the YouTube channel, so you can watch them afterwards.
Yep. This is a question within a question, and it is from me to ask to you. They're telling me to say, oye, Sonic Canción 182, ¿qué es tu favorita película? Which translates to, hey, SonicSong182, what's your favorite movie? That's like asking who's your favorite child. You can't really do that. Especially for someone who really likes Disney.
Yeah, I like a lot of things. I feel like I've tried to answer this a few times on other streams, and I never really know exactly what to say.
Is it different each time?
I think it ends up being sort of consistent. I mean, I like Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King, and then I really liked Frozen and Tangled and Big Hero 6.
And Balto.
Balto I'm very affectionate toward that film because it's the Alaskan sled dog hero movie, and when I was a kid, my favorite things were animal movies, and he was the Alaskan hero one, and that's where I was from, and so I was like, awesome! Alaska movie! I'm not even able to look at that movie objectively. My friend the other day just told me this. She's like, I hate that movie so bad. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the best.
You can't hate it. Your opinion is wrong.
Actually, I should have asked more. It was we were talking about something else, and so we continued on with the conversation. But we were talking about Don Bluth actually, and his films. But Balto was just a side note. I should have asked her more because I am actually curious, because I like to know why people don't like things that I really like. Especially if I know that I've got the nostalgia goggles on that one, so I have a hard time thinking of that movie critically. And so I am actually, it interests me. I would really like to know why people don't like it, because I'm incapable of seeing it.
Yeah, it's always nice to see different perspectives from especially for things you enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, that review from Spoony one on Final Fantasy VIII. That is my favorite game. I love that game so much, and Emo Squall, I love that game. And his whole thing is he hates it so much, but it's really funny listening to the things that he doesn't like. So as long as somebody's not you're dumb for liking that. I like to hear other people's critical opinions on things that I enjoy. I find it very interesting.
That is true. Let's see. My favorite has to be Wreck-It Ralph.
That was a good movie.
I think it was one of the first original ideas I've seen from Hollywood in a real long time. And because of that, I can appreciate that. Because there aren't a whole lot of, movies that, what's it called? There aren't really a whole lot of movies nowadays that aren't borrowing from something else. Or rehashing old ideas.
Yeah, or based on something, or a reboot of something.
Yeah, so it was nice to see something that actually was like trying something new, and while doing so, also got to show us Sonic the Hedgehog on the big screen, outside of Wayne's World. If you leave your game, you don't regenerate ever. Game over.
Dun dun dun.
Let's see. Oh, SonicSong182. If you could be a Sonic or a Disney character, who or what would you be?
You know, that's a good question. I'm not even sure how to answer. Because man, Disney characters have a hard time.
They sure do.
I'm like,
You're gonna have to give up your parent card.
Oh no! Who's got
one of your parents are gonna have to die, Kan. I'm sorry. It's
okay
Disney
then.
rules.
Then I'm gonna be Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. All she does is fall asleep for a while and like chill out.
She keeps her parents.
But her parents are both fine. That seems like I wouldn't normally have picked that one though. I think I gotta like think more because you know if I was gonna be I have a lot of like Disney characters that I like, but they have like a hard time, so it's hard to say like I want to be this one. Ooh, good choice.
Because she's a strong, intelligent woman who knows what she wants and how to get it and she will stop at nothing to make sure that the person that she loves is safe.
I almost feel like I need to like look at a list of movies so I can be like, okay, which one of these people was cool but didn't have like a horrifying life? I'll be like,
yeah, you choose Max Goof and your mom's dead.
No. I'll be like Pascal from Tangled. I can just help my buddy out, and then I'll just help my buddy out, and like ride on her shoulder, and and be an adorable chameleon. That sounds safe.
Ninja power. Let's see. Hey, Platinum Speed, what did you think of Moana? I really liked it. It's really cute. It is very pretty movie. It is so pretty. Like the water and the hair and the wet hair. I've never seen hair or water rendered in such a way that it looks so believable. Just wow. So good. And also the music is amazing. I mean, Lin-Manuel Mandela is just amazing. Or Miranda. Lin-Manuel. Did I say Mandela?
Mandela effect, Platty. No.
They don't know Obama. But I really liked Moana, and I loved the music. Oh, so much. We Know the Way. Shiny. How Far I'll Go, and of course, You're Welcome. You're Welcome, I had stuck in my head the moment I left the theaters. It was one of those songs where you're just like, you can't help but sing along. I mean, it's The Rock singing in a Disney musical.
Sorry, I looked down, I'm like, what? It's 11:20.
Yeah, which means
Eggman's head and his arms done, and you've got to go to work. I'm like, great.
I am downing my breakfast tea, which is never a good idea.
Yeah, might not be.
Remember, kids, always savor your tea.
Red Boffy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta hurry it up.
Oh god, I feel like one of those anime characters with like the piece of toast coming out of their mouth. It's like, I'm late!
Good heavens.
Hi, I'm Chrissy, and I'm 24 years old, and I'm late for my day at work! Or something like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
A little bit of breakfast tea and milk always does a body good. Let's see, what time is it? It's 23! Gotta grab my
trusty... Platty.
Yeah, I gotta grab my trusty Sonic hoodie because it's raining outside.
It's raining here too.
I was about to be like Winnie the Pooh for a second. Is it raining out there? It's raining in here too.
Oh my gosh! Oh no. Yeah,
I'm full of steel honey.
I just realized like how I gotta book it on the coloring here. I'm just like, I'm gonna spend an hour and a half coloring his arms.
Arms? Speaking of arms, excited for that one.
Arms?
It's a new game for the Switch.
Oh.
It's basically like a boxing game, but you actually but it's also like a fighting game, like a Street Fighter type fighting game. It's interesting, and I'm really excited for it because it looks like it could be competitive, and I like competitive fighters.
I'm not such of a competitive player. I like to play like cooperative things, which isn't as common nowadays as it used to be. Like on Sega games, there were lots of games where you know, it's a platformer where you and your friend like play together.
Like Gunstar Heroes?
I never played that one, but I mean like Mickey's World of Illusion, like that kind of game. Like Mickey and Donald, and you can't get through the story without each other. Like there's like moves you use as a pair that gets you like up walls and things. So it's more about like teamwork and like helping each other out. And that's the kind of game that I prefer to play.
Okay, so I'm about to be driving, so I can't look at the chat. If you wanted to do a lightning round of questions for Platinum Sweet before she goes to work.
Does anybody have a question for Platty? She's about to start work. She's got like 5 minutes, yeah, I hear the car going. Well, I saw a question from BeatNGU22 saying, what's your opinion on horror movies?
I'm sorry, I'm eating toast. Horror movies. I watch them every October. I marathon horror movies of all kinds. My favorite kinds are bad horror movies.
That's kind of like watching a comedy more so than a horror movie.
It's especially good when you have a buddy with you. Always have a buddy with you whenever you're watching a horror movie, because you can, if you know tropes and how they work, you can predict everything, and it can be like a little like, I don't know. I've always liked making little games out of tropey horror movies.
I like, well, I don't know. I don't like the slasher ones quite so much because it's I don't know.
It's excessive. I like atmospheric horrors.
I think, like, I don't need it to be like a gory horror. The ones that like have some kind of puzzle solving in it are the best for me. Like, my favorite one is The Ring. That scared the pants off me when I was like younger. I was like 13 going, oh my gosh, this is the scariest thing. But but I really liked that one because the movie wasn't like, it wasn't just a bunch of like a guy with a chainsaw like taking people out. It was like the whole thing, the characters are trying to solve a puzzle. And so like it's got creepy atmosphere going, and like they're trying to solve the thing, and like, so like I thought that was more appealing. And plus they, on a lot of like slasher ones, they don't take any time on the characters. They just throw like stock characters at you and then run around. And so like basically. The Ring only had like 3 characters in it, so it was
and you actually cared about them.
Yeah, and you want these people to be okay.
Yeah. Getting close to the turn, so maybe like 2 more questions.
John Matsu said, do you have a favorite web animator?
Ego Raptor. I really love Aaron Hansen and everything he does. Aside from Aaron, though, I would have to say my favorites, aside from him, is Brandon Turner. He's another Game Grumps animator, and he makes the most adorable character designs. I love how he does it, and his lip syncing is really good.
I'm unfortunately a bit out of the loop with current YouTube animators, and so I don't know quite what to say.
And basically, everyone from Newgrounds went into YouTube. That's all you need to know.
I didn't watch that. Like, I don't know the names of people. Like, the only person I'm like, well, my friend Budge does animations. I like him. Budge 007, yay! Like, I'm just, like, does Domix count? Is that...
I wouldn't know. I haven't actually heard that one.
There's his, like, he does a lot of, like, drawings and things, but they do move, so I would, like, not always, like, or, like, a lot, but I guess I'll say Domix, like, because he's coming to mind. and I enjoyed like his stories that he animates. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Color. Idea
Anything else?
Maker
I have
6161,
1 minute.
here's one for you. To Platinum, would you like to be as fast as Sonic in real life?
I would like to be as fast as Sonic only if I have the ability to have my body withstand the speed.
Yeah, that's kind of
Because nothing is worse than having super speed, but not having the super strength to be able, or the body resilience to withstand the wind speeds and the sound barrier breaking.
Yeah, Sonic can run without, like, his lips doing that flap in the wind, like, cartoon thing. He has the right body resistance for the speed.
Yeah. Which means he has to be super strong. Maybe one more question. One really quick question.
Quick question from Mephiles2099 to Nux and Platy. What are your thoughts on Mephiles?
Mephiles, he's cool. I mean, his design is a little uninspired, but I like his eyes. Dan Green. Great guy.
I think he had a cool design, and he did cause some drama, which was fun. So I like Mephiles alright, and I've seen some really cute, like, fan art of him before. He's not supposed to be cute, I know, but he looked cute, okay?
Alright, with that, I gotta go.
Alright.
So,
bye,
Platy signing out.
Platy.
See you later, everybody.
Have a good day at work.
Enjoy drawing me.
Oh my gosh. Eggman doesn't have a head! That was like a horror movie all by itself. Bye, Platy.
Bye, everybody.
Alright, she had to go to work, like she's literally clocking in, like, right now. Real quick, Jason K was asking, have you ever played Outlast or Five Nights at Freddy's? Unfortunately, no, I have not. I have not played either of them. Blue Gamer Cat Lady asked, how many Sonic games do you have? Well, back when I had my Sega Genesis, let's see, I had Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles, so that's kind of like the same game, but I'll say it's like 4. And I had Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic Spinball. I think those were all the ones I had on the Sega, and then on my DS, I have Sonic Advance 3, I think it is? Yeah, Sonic Advance 3, and that was a fun game. Like, I've also got, like, Sonic Colors, Sonic Rush, and Sonic Rush Adventure, so I have, those ones. Whew. Junior the Hedgehog Uchiha / Pizza King said, Eggman looks great so far. Thank you. It took me forever to get into, like, coloring his body, like, geez. I've got 30 minutes to finish him entirely. Epic DJ Gamer Boy asked, do you like turtles? Yeah, I like turtles. I've never had a pet turtle myself. Like, I've known people who have pet turtles. But I think they're cute. They're fun little guys. And I like the Ninja Turtles. They're lots of fun too. Red Knight Enterprises said, did you know that Powerpuff Girls got rebooted? I hope you're not too disappointed about it. You know, when the original Powerpuff Girls were out, I liked the show, and, you know, it was a enjoyable good time, but, I wasn't, you know, like a big diehard fan of the show, so I didn't have, like, as much nostalgia to be walked all over by what I've seen that they've done with the reboot. I think that, like, for example, like, Teen Titans Go, that one, okay, it makes me laugh sometimes when I catch it. I can see why people would enjoy it, just that I was, like, a huge fan of the show it was based off of, so, like, I kind of know a little bit more about, like, oh, why are they doing it like this? But at the same time, the Powerpuff Girls show took a similar approach when it did its reboot. Because they're doing, like, more pop culture references, and, like, literally the first thing I saw of that reboot was, like, Blossom and Bubbles twerking. No! It's terrible. They're in kindergarten, okay? That's really awkward to have kindergartners dancing like that. Thank you very much. No, wait, are they even in kindergarten? I think they went to preschool or something, and they didn't age up the characters as far as I could tell. Maybe they did. It's not that I'm disappointed about the reboot. I hope there are, like, you know, people in the younger generation who are enjoying it, but I feel like it took kind of an awkward approach. Jgirl/Jheart, asked, what did you think of Powerpuff Girls Z? I thought that the, concept of it was interesting. I never watched it, so I don't know if it ended up being good or not. Like, I thought, like, they're not, like, sisters in that show, are they? I don't think they were, and I thought that was unfortunate, but, you know, they had to change, like, a lot to make, like, a completely different story. So I thought it was a little sad that they weren't sisters, because that's kind of like a, you know, something really nice about the original, like, Powerpuff Girls. They're just, like, 3 superpowered sisters, so you get, like, you know, their family dynamic in there, which I thought was, like, a really important part of the show, just, like, how sweet their family was, and Professor Utonium trying to raise them, and stuff like that. So in, like, Powerpuff Girls Z, they didn't have that element, as far as I could tell, although Professor Utonium, like, randomly had, like, this, like, kid who was, like, you know, he had, like, a son, I think, and so I don't know. I'm not certain about what the details of that show ended up being, but I thought the concept was interesting when it was first coming out. I was like, oh, that's neat. And so I don't know how successful it was even, but it disturbed me a little less than, I guess, Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot did. Just because it was, like, a completely different take. It wasn't still the same girls in preschool twerking. It was a completely different action story with just, like, you know, inspired by the characters, like, from Powerpuff Girls, so that is what I got. Gamer Princess 13 was adding, well, at least Powerpuff Girls Z was fun. The transformations were really cool looking. Yeah, it looked like it was fun, but I've, like, considering that I'm someone who likes to draw and animate and I love stories, I really don't really watch shows or play many video games. I'm always busy, like, making stuff. Like, this right here is what I do in my, like, in the time that I have. Like, instead of, you know, watching a show, I'll be drawing something, or rather most of the time, if I, like, instead of watching a show or playing a game, I'll be writing a story, so, like, I know that as a content creator, I should watch more shows, because you need to, you know, watch more and read more if you want to make things. It just gives you a better idea of, how to do things, and you can tell, like, what's popular, what's been overdone, but I get restless. I have a hard time sitting down to watch, like, a TV show because I want to be, like, writing or drawing or making something instead, so it's kind of tough, but there are some things that that are so good that, I don't get so antsy watching it, like Over the Garden Wall, for example, with Wirt and Greg, if you guys have seen that one. I did not get antsy watching that show. It was really good, and it was, like, it reminds me of the kind of stuff that I make, and so I loved watching that one, but, so, yeah, anyway, I didn't really watch a lot of the Powerpuff Girls show. I really haven't seen much in general. Let's see. Dunkin' Donut Master 09 was asking, do you know who deadmau5 is? Sort of. It's a... deadmau5 makes, like... he makes music. Dubstep music, I think it's called. But I'm not sure if that's what his genre was. Burner the Flame Light Gamer Husky said, my teacher's allowing me to use my phone, so hi! Well, I hope that you're allowed to use your phone for this specific purpose. I'm sorry that the live stream has always gotta be while a lot of you guys are in, like, class. I know that's unfortunate, but I have work at other times, so I can't really... right now, I can't do it at a different time. So I am sorry to, to be a distraction and everything. My schedule might end up changing dramatically at one point, and then the streams will be at a different time. Cause I am, at the moment, looking for another job. I got to make enough money to like pay my student loans and other like, you know, like rent and stuff. So I am currently trying to find like another full-time job, which is gonna slow me down over here, I think, but I will still be doing my best. But, you know, I gotta be able to eat and stuff. It would be nice. My throat. This is the Powerpuff Girls Day. Super Shadow 6232001 said, how do you feel about the Rowdy Rough Boys from Powerpuff Girls? I thought that the concept was kind of funny because there's always like, you know, what's that? Because the girls are made out of sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's what little girls are made of. And then the Rowdy Rough Boys were made of the opposite rhyme, which I kind of forget because it was never as popular. And it wasn't in like the opening theme song. So it's like, something snails and puppy dog tails. I don't remember the first part. I thought the idea was kind of neat. It was a little creepy, like how it was handled in some ways. I mean, it would be nice if they, you know, if they had... Okay, so Professor Utonium is awesome, but it'd be nice if they had like some other like kids their age to be like their rivals or their friends, and so I feel like there's more they could have done with the Rowdy Roughs, but for what they were, it was an interesting kind of bad guy to use. And hello Melissa the artist, welcome to the live stream. Right now there are 66 of you guys. Eggman doesn't have a head. And I've got 19 minutes to finish him. Finish him! Okay, so I need to do yellow on these little square things on his chest. That is the next part. Where am I even going? Okay. I did label most of the layers, but not all of them, which was not a wise idea, exactly. Alright, yellow buckles. Yellow buckles. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna color the buckles on his shirt. Jason366 Guerrero said, will you soon get a Nintendo Switch when it comes out and get Sonic Project 2017? No. Unfortunately, that is way beyond anything I can afford, like, to be getting a game system when first I need to be able to afford things like health insurance and food. And, you know, I have friends who are very likely to get the Switch, and so if I want to play, I can, you know, I can visit a friend and, then I can play there. But the only, I was fortunate enough to come into possession of a 3DS, which was something I figured I would never have, because a friend ended up getting me one for Christmas, so that was, very nice. So that's the only reason why I have a 3DS, so that's but I could not have afforded to get that myself. So regarding the Switch, I am pretty sure nobody's getting me a Switch for like my birthday or anything. And I don't really have that much time to play games anyway. I work a lot, and when I'm not, I'm trying to, like, you know, make stuff, so I don't know that I would get the chance to use it much. And at this time, I don't really have any plans of owning one. Where is that? Oh, there it is. But if I did, I would play the game. Like, if I did get a Switch. What layer is that on? There it is! Okay, I found it. Sometimes it takes me a minute. I end up coloring in the live streams a little bit sloppier because I'm just hurrying to finish. Malal Storytime said, if a person repeats their own question in an Ask video you have for a team, are their questions more or less likely to be answered? Let's see. I'm trying to understand the question, Malal. That's, thank you for the fan art, by the way. That was a really cute piece. There was, Malal Storytime drew, like, this really cute fan art of, like, all the characters from Ask the Sonic Heroes, except Bokun. And it was really cute, and, so I recognized your name from that, so thank you again for that. In terms of if you repeat do you mean like if you, for example, do you mean if you asked Sonic a question in the Team Sonic question box and didn't get it answered there, but then you asked him again for the Valentine's episode? Is that what you mean? The chances are still the same. Like, I would recommend if you have a question that you wanted asked, then you should, like, you know, go back and get, like, next time that character comes up, do repeat the question. Because it has a equal chance of being answered as long as it was, like, you know, a good question, the kind of question we can answer. So, yeah, go repeat it. It won't, lower your chances of having your question answered if you repeat it again. So, like, for Ask the Sonic Heroes, I mean, in, like, the comment section. So go ahead and ask your questions again. Because, you know, it'll take a while to show up. There were, 4,600, there we go. There were 4,600 comments on the questions box for this Sonic Shadow and Silver Valentine's thing, and we can't even answer, like, what is it, like, 8, 16, 24. We can't even answer 40 out of 4,600, so repeat your questions for Ask the Sonic Heroes, that's fine. Like, we wouldn't hold that against somebody. Loner Fanable asked, how much time do I have? Well, I'm not sure, but if you mean, Emblababe loves turtle said snips and snails and puppy dogs' tails. That's what little boys are made of. Thank you. That helps. Anyway, if you were asking about how much is left of the stream, it looks like 15 minutes. I've got 15 minutes. I think I can finish Eggman in 15. I just have to remain focused. What color is that again? White. Okay. Coloring some oh boy, okay, I can't do it like that. I just colored way over the lines. Here we go, here we go. What color is buttons? I think they're white, but yeah. Actually, it looks like they're metallic, but they translate as white in my style, so this is fine. Leon Crazy Man 07 asked, who's your favorite Badnik or Eggman robot, Scratch and Grounder not included? My favorite aside from Scratch and Grounder is Crab Meat. He's that Badnik crab from I think he was in the first game. My zodiac sign is the Cancer Crab, and so I've always liked crabs. And I think he's cute, and there was this, I don't know, there was somebody who wrote a fan mail to him back in the old Sonic the Hedgehog comics, and people remembered Crab Meat. He was fun. Axel Simmons, congratulations on your pizza being ready. Hello, Icy Shy Glacier. And Aeon Hero 101 was asking, me and the chat, what do you do in your free time? Free time? What's that? Well, I work a lot. I already have 2 jobs right now, and I've been trying to, do lots of Sonic Song stuff when I'm not working. But I am also, at this time, looking for another job also, because I need to, afford stuff, and it can be a little tough. So I'm gonna get even busier, but when I am not working, usually I'm drawing or I'm writing. I guess I would say I write, a lot. That's my favorite thing, I think. So, I write, just stories, adventure stories. Let's see. Eggman, what's the bottom of your shoe look like? Oh, wrong one. But, yeah, that's, I guess that's what I'd have to say. I generally, if I'm not working in my spare time, I'm either doing that or if I'm not writing or drawing, I'm probably cleaning. Let's see, what else do I do with my time? Sometimes I find some time to sneak away and play my Pokemon games on my DS or now my 3DS. But I do that more so when my friend is available to go to the coffee shop, so, like, that's me when I'm socializing. Get to, like, hang out with my friend and play some Pokemon. Yeah! Enzo the Great said, I know, right? I have school, study for test, and do taekwondo. I work at a martial arts school, so I also have training to do outside of, like, I teach there, and I work in the office at the martial arts school. So, like, that's a job and also an extracurricular activity I do. So it's like, I've got job number 1, where I also do martial arts training there, and then I have job number 2, and that takes up a lot of time. And then lots of writing and drawing and, you know, trying to make stuff when I've got some spare time. D-Production said, hey, how's it going? Just got back from school. Welcome! Nice, I hope you had a good day at school. There's 10 minutes left of the stream, so you're coming in, like, right at the end. And Phoebe Isabella is asking a fairly common question: who do you ship Sonic Shadow and Silver with? I might have ideas on the matter, but like I tend to say, I think probably like almost every stream now, is I'm not so sure about talking about it that much because people get kind of defensive over like what their favorites are, and I don't want people yelling at me. Just because I think like one thing might be cuter than another. Although I am always interested in, like, you know, I like to hear other people's opinions, like, you know, what they like best and stuff, just, you know, if they can have, like, a nice conversation about it, and just have a good time instead of getting offended. Scott Conlon was asking, hey, KN, are you going to try to make a new major Sonic plush movie this year? I really don't know. Like, there were 2 more big movies that I had wanted to make, back before we had to go on the hiatus, but I just don't know if I'm gonna have time, because I'm working on getting another job right now, because I need to, you know, make ends meet. Gotta pay for student loans and health insurance and other bills and things like that, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time, and I know it's like all of my Sonic Song projects take like a lot of time and effort, so it'll be interesting seeing what my time ends up being like, because right now I'm trying to get like I need like a full-time weekday job. Unfortunately, that's gonna mess with the streams too, but I need to eat. Yay! Let's see. This is weird! Oh no! Okay. Wait, that's because my brush is huge. Okay, let me... Alright guys, I've got like a couple of minutes left. That's cause it's 11:52 for me, so that means I've got like 8 minutes, and I'll stop like a little bit early to say like some goodbyes, I think. I don't know if this is exactly right. Something feels wrong here. I think in my other Eggman image, instead, I didn't do I like did some things like more... Where are you? No, I guess I didn't. I don't know. Does he have a thing on the back of his gloves? I have no idea. Well, alright, I think technically that's all the parts. Like, something about the coloring looks a little bit off to me, but I'm not exactly sure why. I think I'm gonna find that out, like, later. I'll run it by, like, Platty to see if it's... if that's right. Ouch! Okay. I need to stretch. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Well, alright, I think this is generally the Eggman situation here. I think it's like, I feel like he should have more gray on him, but, that's not what I'm seeing in the reference image. I know some of these things are like kind of like metallic. Well, I have an idea. I'm gonna do... Nope. Okay. This, and I don't know if we have time for that. There's not much time left. But let's see about it. Where did I do all those layers of white? Like here? Here? I want the buttons. Even though, like, the buttons are, like, not even gonna show up. Oh, there it is. Okay, here. I want to do one layer up and do something like this. It's like it seemed too simplified. So there's that, and let's go back up to this one. Okay. Blaze Henry 1 said, just wanted to say a quick hello to you. Hello! Crystal Frost was asking, who do you think Knuckles' parents are and where do you think his parents are now? Well, in terms of the game continuity, I really have no idea because I think even Knuckles doesn't know who his parents are. Like, you know, I'm not sure what in-game explanation they were using, but like, when I used to read the comics, like, the thing, like, his dad, I remember his dad's name, his dad was Locke. And they, like, had, like, this, they had this secret society of echidnas, like, in some other dimension, while Knuckles was, like, alone in the regular Mobius dimension, and, like, you know, they were around, and then they, you know, he ended up meeting them, and they were regular characters, but, I mean, I guess, like, obviously Knuckles' parents were alive at some point, like, game-wise, like, I don't know, maybe they're in hiding somewhere, but you think they would come out and be like, wow, our son's doing a great job being the guardian of the Master Emerald. Sort of, except it keeps getting stolen. What are you doing, son? Yeah, I really don't know. What the? Hang on, Eggman. No. Okay, it's just weird, that's all. Here we go. Here we go. And there. I'm like adding, or trying to. No, that wouldn't have a mark like that. That's not. That part was actually a white stripe and not like metallic. I'll do it down here too, even though no one, oops, is ever going to see that. What did I do here? Oh wait, that's right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Dragon Thunder X was adding, pretty sure they're dead since he's the last of his kind and he's guarding the Master Emerald. Well, you know, if they're all in hiding somewhere, then that's not necessarily the case. I mean, that's just all he would think of. I mean, like in Sonic Adventure 2, like the Echidna tribe, I guess, got into some trouble. But still, he had surviving parents, like at one point, because, you know, otherwise he needed to be born. I don't know, maybe he hatched from an ancient egg. Because echidnas do, like, hatch from eggs, so, like, I don't know, maybe he was born by himself, and then raised by the people on the island. I'm not sure. It's a hard question because Sega really hasn't gone into it. Like, a lot of characters don't really have much going on for their backstories. It just really hasn't been covered. Okay. Little more. Aha, okay. Eggman! Oh, I didn't save that entire time that I was doing that, like, at all. Okay, let me do this, and you are the Eggman! Whew, okay, good. Alright, that looks a little bit better. I just added some things. And also, if you go into close-up, he's got a pretty fancy-looking mustache. Aw, yeah. Hang on a second. He's, like, got some streaks in the mustache so that it looks extra nice. Alright. Well, anyway, guys, I've only got 2 minutes before I need to stop the stream. I finished Eggman. I always seem to finish the characters, like, right at the end. Like, with some, like, rushing and pressure going on. But anyway, guys, here's Dr. Eggman, the villain of our series, and he has a head now, which is good. Like, I had it turned off for, like, most of the stream after I was finished with him. Hooray! Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye now. I only have, like, the 2 minutes. I'm gonna take, like, a quick sip of my coffee because my throat hurts. Alright, good. Leon Crazy Man 07 said, make a Patreon, please. And I think I saw Michael Kabangbang, chanting about the Patreon earlier, so I'll check with my staff if they think it's, like, a good idea. Like, maybe it would be, and I know it would help, but I really do think I am gonna, like, I need, like, the full-time job. I'm making, like, half, or less than half of what I need, like, right now, so I need, like, another job. But anyway, I'll look into that, and thanks for the suggestion. Okay, and I'm gonna start saying goodbye, you guys, so... goodbye, Scarlet the Inferno Hedgehog, Super Shadow 6232001, Melissa the Artist, Sonic Girl Fan 1999, Jackie Frost 101, J Girl J Heart, Vanessa Becerra, Mackenzie Lutz, Dunkin Donut Master 09, oh my gosh, Donuts! Deep Productions, Loner Fanable, Icy Shy Glacier, Blue Gamer Cat Lady, Waffle Toast 215, Axel Simmons, Human Bonnie the Bunny / Brian Herman. Oh, I need to move up a little. What was that? Brian Harmon, there we go. Cosmic Aurora, Aeon Hero 101, Sacred Shadow, Sunset Raven, Dark Blue Wolf Shadow, Michael Kabang Says, goodbye, adios, amigo. Oh, okay, it jumped. I think the last one I saw up there before it jumped was, Malal Storytime. Goodbye to, FNAF Freck, Kitsy, Jason K, Julia the Fox, Sacred Shadow, Crystal Frost, and I did get Aeon Hero 101 already, and, Pudlin. Alright, so that's good, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of the stream now that it is 12 o'clock noon. Thank you very much for joining me for the Friday live stream, everybody. And Ask the Sonic Heroes episode 15 will be coming up on Valentine's Day, barred any terrifying, like, technical difficulties. But again, thank you, and look forward to it, and have a great rest of your Friday, guys. Eggman says goodbye, too.